Hi class, so this video is supposed to be talking about convergence and how it has changed us in the way we communicate over past couple 10, 15 years. And I think convergence is definitely forcing us to change the way that we've interacted in all aspects. When convergence is happening, it's not only changing how like one person communicates with another, but it's changing the way the media platforms communicate with us. You can have news stories on the internet or on the television, and you can also get them on your phone and on the app that the provider has. There's so many ways that you can get these things now without even having to use more than one thing. The smartphone is the biggest example. We use the examples in class of a smartphone, your gaming system, or your television, but I think the smartphone is definitely the biggest example of this. Your smartphone has so many things on it that people never thought they could do with cell phones. Like, for example, it has games, and it has an alarm clock, which just went off for me right now, and you can bank from it. You can there's so many different things that you can just do from this now. You can check your email, you can check your Twitter, you can take pictures, you can take videos. Essentially, you don't need a computer anymore because everything that you need to do, you can do right on your cell phone. In a social setting, convergence has put all the ways to communicate in just one simple device. You can, like I said before, you can chat with people, you can send pictures, you can call them or text them all from the same thing. And that is in the business world as well, too. You can be on your email, you can be hooked into work 24/7. And while for some people that may be a bad thing because they have to constantly listen or be bothered by work, that was not how it was like 20 years ago. They couldn't get in contact with you unless they called your house phone. And house phones are barely even being used now. In the long run, convergence saves people like us, consumers, money because we don't have to buy a Nintendo. We don't have to buy like a PDA with a calendar and stuff in it. We don't have to buy a beeper like people had not millions of years ago, 10, 15 years ago. You don't have to. All you need to do is have your cell phone rather than 6 or 7 different things that you could use. I don't even use my iPod anymore because I have an iPhone, so I don't see the need to have it. You can use all your social networking all on one thing. I think that for the providers, it's a big challenge for them to keep up with all this. They need to be able to keep up with all of what is going on with everything converging, and it creates a huge competition between people or between companies because they need to be able to use all these types of technologies, and when one goes out and isn't being used, basically in antiquity, you need to be able to fix or use what the new thing is coming out. For example, like a lot of companies need to learn or are learning how to create these apps so that they can be accessible by the iPhone, and a lot of places are having where you can like them on Twitter or like them on Facebook and follow them and get coupons or something like that. So these companies are trying to keep current and with the times to get more people to buy their product, but it also could be harming them because just in the case for Apple, not that Apple would ever struggle, but people don't necessarily buy iPods anymore because they're already they already have an iPhone, so there was no reason for them to buy an iPod when they can just use their iPhone. So for companies, it's probably a little bit of a struggle, but for the consumers, it's definitely a great thing. And another thing about business, international communication has become a ton easier, and people are able to communicate and go back and forth between countries, which is something that at one point could have taken weeks to do, and now they can do it in seconds with or instantly with Skype and phone calls and international calling plans and things like that. So a lot of things have changed, and convergence has definitely helped with a lot of those things. And even though it may not be great for the people that are providing it, it really it's going to continue to happen as technology continues to develop.